Hello, welcome back to WendyPaulet Consults TV. I'm Chinwe. This video is the fourth episode of the Business Secret from the Bible series. If you've been following from the first episode, then welcome back. But if this is your first video, find the previous episodes and watch. They are very easy to find. Just look for Business Secret from the Bible series episode 1 or 2. I'm going to attach the picture, the album art of the videos here, so that I can find them and watch and follow up with what we're talking about. The third episode ended in secret number 9, and this one will continue from secret number 10. Secret number 10. Life isn't about what you know, it's about who you are. This is the most profound secret that changed my life even before I knew the book existed. I practiced this concept and it literally turned my life around. I got to a point in my life where I was like, damn it, I know too much to be who I am now. I realized life wasn't about who I wish to be or who I can be in the future. It's about who I'm being at the moment. The moment I started looking inside me and taking stock of where I am, it gave me a whole new perspective on life. I also realized that there were so many things I wanted to do, and in my mind, I felt like I had to get to a certain point to be able to do those things. And since I wasn't at that point, I couldn't do them. Like, I stopped myself from doing it. It was a very screwy way of living my life, and I'm so happy I'm over that phase. I taught myself that who I am is what I do on a daily basis, my habits and my beliefs. It didn't matter if I knew the importance of brushing twice a day. If I don't brush twice a day, it puts me in the category of people that don't know the importance of brushing twice a day. So it wasn't about knowing that brushing twice a day was good. It's about, do you brush twice a day? And if you don't, you might as well not know it. I looked around and I saw that a lot of us are know-it-alls. Someone could be going through a problem and ask you for an advice, and when you try to maybe give your 2 cents on the issue, the next thing they're already lecturing you on how to solve that problem. And I'm like, if you know so much about how to solve your problem, why are you still having it? Like, it doesn't add up. And then they will give me 1,000,001 excuses that just blows my mind some more. That was when I confirmed that knowledge is not power, because if that was true, there are so many problems we're having in society today that we won't be having. Most people know what to do, but they don't do what they know. I formed this code about success when I was going through my own transition. Successful people are those that do what they know, while admirers know what they do, they being the successful people. So are you successful or do you admire success? Like, there are two different things. If you take stock of everything you know or have learned throughout your life up to this moment, you realize that you have enough knowledge to be living a better life than you're living right now. You'll find out that you know enough to earn more money than you're earning today, and even be at a healthier state than you are in today. I bet you might have excuses out of habit, but let's just try something new today. Try pushing those excuses aside. In fact, burn them, let them go forever like they have tried. Look inside yourself with the intention to find reasons to start doing about 50% of what you already know. I can help you with some reasons. You deserve better. Earning more money will improve your standard of living. For the person you will become, like, do it for the person you will become. The third one is my best reason. Like, do what you know for the person it will make you become. Knowledge is just potential power. The real power lies in applied knowledge. The person you have the potential of becoming when you apply your knowledge is richer, smarter, healthier, and above all, happier. Jim Rohn has this quote that fits right into this discussion. Set a goal that makes something of you to become it. I encourage you to take stock of yourself after watching this video. Remember what you know, your values, your assets, the good habits, and all the things you've gathered throughout this life, and see how you can start living up to them. Secret number 11. In order to achieve success, we must and can build up our self-discipline, integrity, and character strength. I like to define success as anything, or successful people as people who know what to do and do what they know. Like I said in the previous secret, I've noticed that most people know what to do to live a better life, but the problem is that they don't apply what they know. Everything about our life is habitual. If you want to know someone's character, all you have to do is just study them for a few days. Your character is a result of all your habits. Your personality is a summary of the way you respond to things and people. And I think that's what's really interesting about this life, because with that explanation in mind, it makes sense why people that are doing well will continue doing well, and those that are not doing so well will continue in that same manner, because everything is habitual. If you're asked to enter a room filled with 10 shirtless guys and call the guy that works out 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. every day without talking to anyone, how do you think you look for the guy? Like, How do you think you identify the guy? Your whole mind will naturally go to what the result of working out that often looks like. If you know that being nice to 10 customers every day gives you one loyal customer at the end of the day, then it's a given that if you are nice to 10 new customers each day, by the end of the week you have 7 loyal customers. It's a universal knowledge that if you do one particular thing for a long period of time, you get a certain type of result. So success does not come by chance, it comes by developing habits that will give you a certain type of result. And that's where self-discipline comes in. According to Bob Proctor, self-discipline is the ability to give yourself a command and go through with it. I define it as an agreement you make with yourself because you understand the nature of habits. If there's a certain type of result you want, then you need to commit to doing what's required to get you there. That commitment is what discipline is all about. I believe you can discipline yourself to anything, or better put, I believe you can train yourself to be anything you want. You can train yourself to have integrity, you can train yourself to become punctual, you can train yourself to be result oriented. Like, the options are limitless. You can train yourself to do anything. In the first episode, I talked about the ability of humans to transform themselves into anything. This secret to help you understand that transformation better. Whatever result you want, you can achieve it by doing it long enough until it becomes a habit. Because once something is habitual, it becomes effortless. So just imagine those characters you've been trying to build being habitual. Wouldn't that be nice? I've learned that trying to stop a bad habit completely might not be so fruitful, but it helps when you replace it with a different habit, a better habit. Then it becomes more productive. For example, it's easier to replace lying by telling a joke than avoiding it completely. Like, your mouth will still be itching, but if at moments when you want to lie, you then tell a joke, that way you can avoid it, because you say, I'm going to hold my mouth, I'm not going to lie. Well, it won't work. Your mouth will just open and you start lying like lioness, like a lion. Don't mind me, I think it's just easier to replace it with something else than to avoid it completely. That's the point I'm trying to make. According to a 2009 research conducted by Philippa Lally, it takes about 2 months to build a new habit. 66 days to be exact. And another thing that I found about the research that I really liked was the fact that if you miss few days, it won't affect the habit building process. The main point of this discussion is to achieve success, you have to trade your unproductive habits for habits that will yield more of the type of results you want. And you need discipline to build a new habit. Once you have this on lockdown, knowing fully well that every cause has an effect, then you can go on to become anything you want to be or achieve any level of success you want. Secret number 12. Your authentic identity requires other people. Looking at this verbatim, I don't really agree with it. I say this because I think your authentic identity is who you are despite what everyone else expects you to be or thinks of you. And if you have to define your identity requiring other people, then I don't really agree with it. However, I think it's pointing to the importance of being able to relate with other people. People that have managed to gain the approval of a large number of people are the ones that are unapologetic in being who themselves and sharing it with everybody. If you check it, the reason why you admire a particular celebrity or anybody at all is because you see a bit of yourself in them, or you see something you would like to emulate, or you see maybe something they are doing that you wish you were brave enough to do, or they are so good at what they do you wish you could reach that level of excellence. There's always something you can relate to that you might not even be able to put into words. I think that's what this particular secret is calling our attention to. Have you noticed that we are all similar in one way or the other? And having people that relate to you when you're being your authentic self is absolute freedom. And I believe that also is what success is about. Another thing I got from this particular point is how much our society is based on comparisons. People find it difficult to define a particular thing without comparing it with similar things. You could ask someone how rich they want to be and they tell you richer than Dangote. How about, I want to be so rich, I won't be checking the prices. Or I want to be so rich, I can buy anything I want. Like, why do you have to bring up someone else and make it a comparison thing? Why? And it boils down to the fact that people tend to see themselves through the lens of other people's eyes, through the lens of society's eyes. I believe we need each other to move ahead and become more and all that, but we don't need to measure ourselves against each other. no matter how similar. Your authentic identity is you being who you choose to be, no matter what other people think of you or what they expect of you. You don't need anyone's approval to be who you want to be. If you wait for people's approval, you might be waiting forever. Be smart enough to acknowledge when you need to team up and achieve a certain goal, but never limit yourself to what others think of you. Life is too short to spend even a second trying to please anyone. Do you even know how many people you have to please if you decide to live like that? You have people at work, you have your friends, you have your family members, you have your extended family, you have acquaintances, and the list goes on and on and on. Will you keep acting different roles to please the hundreds of people in your life or the thousands of people in your life? If you want to be an actor so much, Kokuma enter Nollywood, at least you get paid for that. So be your authentic self, and trust me, there are so many people that relate to you because we are all similar in one way or the other. This is where the 4th episode of Business Secret from the Bible ends. That's all we have for you in this video. I hope you found it really useful. If you like this video and want to see more of it, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel and you get updates whenever we upload our weekly videos. But first, you have to turn on your notification. You can also subscribe to our newsletter via the link in the description box below, and you get notified whenever we upload our videos. You receive a business plan template once you sign up, personal updates, and free materials from me that I just don't share anywhere else. If you enjoyed this video, like and share with your friends. You never know who you might be helping. I love you so much for watching. See you in our next video.